Our guest tonight has made it his work to be challenging young men to resolve conflicts peacefully. He was honored for his Stop the Violence campaign. Mr. Watson was presented a citation of merit from Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. He's currently serving as the chairman of the National Youth and Gang Violence Task Force. I welcome a longtime friend of the show here and former guest, Mr. Dennis Rahiim Watson. And let me tell the viewers a little bit more about you. Literally, if you want to know something about this gentleman, he is one who has literally been from rags to riches. In the high school life, many people will know about high school. This man was actually kicked out of high school 37 times. 37 times. He's also a motivational speaker, lectured in places Harvard, Yale, Cornell, Howard, Morehouse, UCLA, Columbia, Hampton, Fisk, and over 100 mayors have declared Dennis Rahiim Watson Day in their cities across the United States. Truly a pleasure to have you here sharing with us again. Good to see you again.
It's a pleasure and an honor and delight. And first of all, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
And Happy New Year to all our brothers and sisters in the Bronx and Harlem and Brooklyn and Queens and Westchester and wherever they're watching this show.
Well, it's good to be here. Good to have you here.
It's a pleasure and just being alive.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked a little bit about, you know, these guns and actually being alive.
Yes.
And many young people today who really wish that they could be alive.
Right.
And understand violence, but the problem is they don't have a life that now they can speak for because they're dead.
Michael Jackson's death was a wake-up call to all of us. His tour was called This Is It. Our message to the thugs, to the gangbangers, to those with guns, is that this is it. This is the only life we got. And that as black men, it is after coming out of 400 years of slavery, it is not our role to be judge, jury, and executioner. This planet belongs to God. Black folks are very God-fearing people. God got us through slavery. We say we love Jesus, we love the Lord, we Muslim, salam alaikum, we this and that. And if that's the case, then we've got to start putting into practice that Christian, Muslim love that we talk about. See, the fundamental issue isn't the gun, and the gun is dangerous. But if you were to take away all the guns that exist in the Bronx, in Harlem, in Brooklyn, in Chicago, in Philadelphia, in Atlanta, in Compton, California, there would still be gang violence. Let me show you why. The number one weapon that young people have is their tongue. That's a gun.
Yes.
When you call somebody the N-word, when you call somebody a mother, when you call somebody the B word, when you call somebody the H-O word, you're committing an act of mental violence. And the person, if you talk, back in the day, if you talked about somebody's mama,
it was good enough for a fight.
Say it again, it was good enough for a fight. But back in the day, we had enough love and respect because we're children of the 60s and the Black Power movement and the Civil Rights movement. If there was a fist fight, that was it. It was over and done.
But we've upgraded now. I mean, we're up to bullets, we're up to shotguns, we're up to rifles. And the thing about it was, back in the day, though, there was a way that you could resolve things peacefully. Where did it break down?
I don't want to. I have to talk about hip hop.
Okay.
And all of the negative imagery that comes on. Because, look, we grew up in a generation of Isaac Hayes, Barry White, Earth, Wind & Fire, Stevie Wonder, Temptations, Smokey Robinson, The Miracles, Stylistics, the OJs. Back in our generation, every Saturday, Friday night, we were out slow jamming. We had a chance to slow jam and rap to black women in the ear. And black women's slow jamming with us and holding us and giving us tenderness more or less helped us to be cool.
Right.
It took all that passion, all that negative energy that was out there. It was a slow jam and party, and they took all that energy down and kept us at a level of gentlemen. But when hip-hop came on the scene, slow jams had already gone. No more parties. Everything was a distance piece. And so, therefore, materialism and profanity. Now, back in the day, if you look at any album or 45 that you have going back 20 years, 15 years, there was no parent advisory saying that this album or 8-track or tape, you know, it's parental advisory. You can't, you know, there was no warning labels.
Right.
So when they came and started using language, and language is the way we communicate our love and our passion and our interests and our concerns, it changed the whole paradigm.
But let's talk about hip hop for a minute, because in the beginning, the
Yes.
original, I think about people, you know, who were here, you know, my brother Curtis Blow and
Yes.
these guys. Now, when we
Run
were
the
listening,
MC,
right, but
all
that
of
was
that was
fun.
good.
That was fun. That was
And
cool.
Gil-
and
and Gil's
not
got hair
violent.
on.
Right. Not violent.
Yeah, but corporate America got into the situation, and now they started creating thugs. I'm going to give an example. The black man in America is a hero. He's the leader. He is the most powerful voice for the upliftment of black people all across the planet, the black man in America. He's got the microphone. The black man in America has always had the microphone. Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Elijah Muhammad, Thurgood Marshall, you know, Langston Hughes, Martin Luther King. You know, we've always had the microphone. Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. We've always had Nelson Mandela. We've always had the microphone. And the microphone was on justice, was about justice. It was about equality. It was about equal rights. It was about the freedom and liberation struggle of our people. The black man, the microphone, and because the black man had the microphone, we were able to free Mandela. Stevie Wonder, happy birthday to Dr. King. We freed the planet. All across the planet, the world looked to the black man for leadership because we were serious about freeing ourselves. Hip hop came in. Totally different message. Sex, the booty, the booty, the booty, the booty, the penis, the penis, the booty, the booty. 24 hours nonstop sex, materialism, give me the swimming pool, give me this, give me that. It's not talking about jobs, it's not talking about values, not talking about Maya Angelou's work, Dorothy Heights' work, Queen Mother Moore, Alma John, Percy Sutton, all of the heroes and sheroes. A generation raised on nonsense without control. Give an example. The black man is seen all across the planet. In my 15 trips to Africa, I used to go to Senegal, go to Ghana, go to the Ivory Coast, go to Zimbabwe. Wherever I went, African youth would greet me at the airport and say, "Welcome home, my brother. Welcome, welcome home." And they look like you. They, same haircut, clean as a whistle, same face. Welcome. Went to Africa recently. Welcome, my nigga. You, my nigga. Welcome, my nigga. Everything they see on television in America, BET, MTV, they now incorporate, because, youth is the time where everybody wants to be here.
So is it more the media has helped to get
Yes.
to gain, and corporate America has helped the stereotype?
Our stuff is now in Bermuda. It's now in Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, St. Kitts, Nevis, Virgin Islands, wherever we are.
It is.
It is. I want to give an example. If any rapper within 24 hours right now decided to make a videotape, and he did something as simple as this, and within 5 minutes, guess what, my brother? You see what I'm saying? You know where I'm coming from? If a rapper were to do this, you can be assured that within 24 hours, some young person in Bermuda, Trinidad, Barbados, California, somewhere will be imitating this nonsense and try to get a job.
Right.
With pegs in their tongue,
right,
and pegs in their nose, trying to be hip.
So whatever's hot is what you say is,
right.
is what's hot.
Mayor Bloomberg said it best. Mayor Bloomberg said in his inaugural something that was very, very profound. I want to share it with you. He says, whatever happens in America, you got that first line? Whatever happens in America happens in New York first.
Wow.
Wow.
I want to take a break on that one and come back and talk.
Wow.
We've got Dennis Rahiim Watson in here. It's getting hot. He'll get more in a few seconds. Whatever happens in America
happens in New York first.
We'll continue on that thought in just a second. You're watching Perspectives. Stay with us. We're coming right back right after this. Wow, that's true.